Hey everyone, this is Dave with a super quick video. Believe it or not, this is going to be a short one. I'm just going to show you a simple tip that maybe will find helpful for you if you are a tarp or a hammock camper like I am. Love my hammock, love my tarp. And this is what I call my Kelty Capsule. And super simple thing. Believe it or not, this is my Kelty Noah's Tarp 12 in two 2-liter bottles that have been superimposed on one another. Okay, just to give you a little bit of a size comparison, here's a 20-ounce bottle compared to my complete Kelty Noah's Tarp 12. And all I did to do this really was I got two 2-liter bottles, the kind with the straight sides. Okay, I made one a little bit longer than the other. As you can see, here's my tarp coming out of here. Set that to the side. I took one bottle and made it longer than the other. Took the other bottle and put a little hole in it with my awl, just so that the suction of the air can escape as you're compressing it. Another thing I also did, and I would suggest that you do too, is take some WD-40 or whatever and wipe off any of the residue, the sticky residue left behind from the tag. And because what that'll do is when you put it together, the stickiness will make it really hard to put apart. So again, all I did here was I took two 2-liter bottles, made one a little bit bigger than the other. I did have them originally the same size, but it made it a little bit harder to pull that out. I poked a hole through the smaller one just so that the air and the suction a little bit of the air can escape. I left the other one intact, and actually what this does, this is kind of a multifunctional thing now, because now I have a 2-liter water container if I need it. With this, it's multifunctional in that I can use it to collect things like berries or rocks, or I can use it to collect tinder if I need to. One thing I would suggest is, just cut these out as evenly as possible, and then make sure there are no sharp edges along the sides that are going to catch on your tarp's threading or the seams or anything like that. When you're all done, okay, when you've got your two pieces made, all you do is you roll your tarp up tight, a little bit bigger or taller than the 2-liter. Just go ahead and put it right on in there. Again, make sure that the edge of this 2-liter doesn't have any edges that are going to catch on your tarp. Push that down. Then what I do is just tuck in, what I can of these little flaps. And take the other end on and start to work it on. I usually working it on by just twisting it, tucking and twisting, tucking and twisting again, making sure that nothing's getting caught in the seams here. Okay, and I just sort of turn it, and as I turn it, I just put the taller bottle inside the shorter bottle, and then when it's all done, I just compress it, squish out all the air. It holds a pretty good suction, even though it's got a little bitty hole. You can push it down more. Nice thing about this too, it does have a little bit of an overlap. If you want, you could put your tent stakes in here as well. You could also put what I plan to do is give it a little extra room and put my ridge line in there as well and my stakes. But there it is, Kelty Noah's Tarp 12 in the size of a little shorter than a 2-liter bottle. In all honesty, didn't cost me anything to make this, and of course the bottle's super lightweight. They're multifunctional and real easy to put in the pack. That's my whole camp setup, almost my whole tarp setup right there. So thank you so much for watching. I know that was really short, but just a little tip for you. If you have one of these tarps, I'm sure this will work with most tarps, especially work with those Cuban fiber ties. You might be able to make one out of these water bottles even with those Cuban fiber tarps, how small those are. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your subscriptions, comments, and support. Take care.